Red pill. You stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
The question they always ask is, but did you die though? But did you die though? Now, I know that sounds crazy, but listen, the reality of the situation is when it comes to no contact, but did you die though? Okay, I know many of us are in that situation where we're having to check, the person that we care about, their Instagram, their social media handles. We're looking for any kind of signs of life. But I want you to understand, listen, you got to let it go. You got to be able to give yourself a bit of breathing space. I know many of us are in a situation where we're thinking, do I delete the number? Do I leave it alone? Do I keep it up? Like, I don't want to delete the contacts. I might need to go back over it. Listen, get rid of it. Okay? Listen, it's meant to hurt. Okay? If you're doing it right, it is meant to hurt. No contact is you literally having no contact with that person. I know you like them. I know you want them. I know you care about them. I know they got you feeling some type of way. But I want you to understand when it hurts, you're doing something right. Because in reality, there is going to be some withdrawal symptoms. And when you're having the Joneses when it comes to relationships, yeah, it's going to feel like somebody's tearing and tugging at your heart. That's how you know you're doing it right. So today we're going to talk to you guys about why no contact hurts so much. Why is it that it hurts so bad that you want to pass out? Why is it that it feels like there's somebody taking a knife and just stabbing you right through the heart? Excuse my language, but it is what it is, right? We're gonna break it all the way down. If it hurts, you're doing it right. I can assure you. We're going to break down a few ways that this is going to play out in a no contact zone. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, and you click on that bell button for the notifications of the uploads. Welcome to Dark Arts Podcast, where we explain the dating game and break down in manipulation as well. Okay, so no contact essentially is you having no contact. You're cutting off communication with that person in all formats. No Instagram, no Snapchat, no phone calls, no texts. There is no radio waves going on. It's dead to the world. You are separated, okay? But you have to understand that when you like someone, when you care about them, when you end up quote unquote loving them, okay, what you really are going to feel is the chemicals in the brain. As somebody said, I feel it in my brain. You're going to feel these chemicals in the brain. And when you have to separate and withdraw, it feels like you're being torn to shreds. Okay, the oxytocin, the dopamine, and the cortisol running around your body is telling you, "Ooh, baby, we need to get back to that space where it was feeling good." And right now, it doesn't feel that way because you're really realizing you're having to sacrifice something. Well, sacrificing something never feels good. Okay, so you're basically on an emotional roller coaster, and you're trying to get off. And roller coasters are quite fun. You know what I mean, to some degree. But the thrill of that ride now needs to come to an end. And when you get off, you may want to go back on that ride again once more to be thrill seeking. But the reality is, it's got to stop, and that's very hard when you got to do it cold turkey. So we're going to give you 3 main points. Number 1, we're going to talk about no contact, why it feels like you're about to die. Number 2, self-betrayal kills your confidence. And number 3, it's like no fap, but emotional. Okay, and I'm going to explain all these things. Let's deal with number 1. Okay, first thing is first. I want you to understand something is that when it comes to no contact, you are going to feel like you're going to die. I promise you won't, but you will follow that. And the reason why is because it's an emotional panic. You are feeling like a sudden rush and a flood of these feelings that are suddenly like, will I love again? Will I get to love this person again? Will we come back together again? Will they like me? Am I desirable? You're going to have all these type of thoughts. And it feels like if I can just reach out again, I can subvert the feelings I'm having within me. Almost like you're drowning, and if I could just get to the surface and breathe, I'll be okay again. And sometimes when we reach out and we do these things and break no contact, it feels like you're breathing again. But reality is you're drowning much more deeper. You just didn't realize it. That's the withdrawal playing a role, okay? Not love. So here's a bad response. You might say, you might text the person you like and say, hey, I was just wondering how you've been. Now, that's a bad response because we're in no contact. No contact means no contact, no communication, none of that. A better response is to put your phone down, okay? Put it on airplane mode if you need to. Go outside and touch some grass. I joke around, but really and truly, go outside and do something, right? Go and put your energy into something else because this ain't it. And the reason why this is important is because you don't want to get back on that roller coaster again and that cycle because it's hard to get off. You feel much worse when you stay much more deeper in a situation for far more longer. Okay, all right. So I promise you, it is going to hurt. It will feel like you're dying, but you won't die. It's almost like when you're Super Saiyan and the closer you are to death, the stronger they become. Now, if you don't know about Dragon Ball Z, then you have no clue what that analogy is. But don't worry about that. Number 2 is self-betrayal kills confidence. I want you to understand something that you can't betray yourself here. All right. Betrayal is like treason. You're committing treason against your kingdom. And when you commit treason, off with your head. And that's what's going to happen to you emotionally. Okay. When you reach out, it's not about them anymore. It's about you. You are betraying you. You trusted yourself to do what you said you were going to do, which is we're not going to reach out to them. We're going to leave them be. They said they want to be done, then we're done. Okay. They said they don't want this no more. You said cool. Right? You agreed to the terms of the conditions, right? Don't fold like a lawn chair in Alabama, please. Don't fold like a lawn chair in Alabama. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? So here's a bad response. A bad response is you call and you're crying and you're sad and you're emotional, and then, you kind of like hang up, or, send them one of that message, like a cryptic message to be like, see if they're going to chase you or respond to you or message you, or you're posting up that, when you post that picture, you're begging. You want them to actually like that photo. You want them to say, oh my God, you've changed. Stop it. Fix up, man. Okay? Fix up. You're killing yourself and your own confidence. Stop thinking about them when you're doing what you need to do. Here's a better response. Okay? Get into your closet. And this is real man stuff. Get into your closet in your bedroom. Okay, you want to cry? Cry into your pillow, cry flat on the floor, go into a closet, cry in there, boo hoo, do it all in there. Then get out a pen and a paper and then start to jot down what actually is on your feelings and on what you're feeling and what's in your heart. What many people actually fail to do is actually document how they actually felt. And so they're actually carrying more of that weight. That's why it feels like a massive reprieve when you then go and speak to the ex or speak to that girl that you want or that guy that you want and you break no contact. It's because you are not even excavating and elevating those weighted issues of matters of the heart. You're not releasing it. So it's becoming toxic on you. All right? All right? You can call a friend if you need to. Just don't spiral into a place where you're now going to message them like, I just want to see what they're doing. Let's not do that. Okay? Now, this is really important because what it does is it builds emotional discipline and it stops you looking for closure when there is no need for closure. All right. You've got peace. Move with the peace. Okay. And number 3, it's like no fap, but it's emotional. What does that mean? It means, listen, you become stronger when you resist. Okay. The more that you can resist, the stronger you become. The more discipline you're able to exhibit, the more stronger you become. Okay, stop stalking that person on social media sites, trying to send an email to them, like leave them alone. They said they don't want it no more. Respect that they don't want it no more. Give them what they wanted. Honor that. Because when you don't do that, you dishonor you. Okay, a bad response is you texting them and it's like, oh, it's just one message, I won't get sucked back in, I'm not going to do anything crazy, I'm just going to call them for a few minutes, see how they're doing, like maybe I'll call their parents. Stop it. Okay, stop it. Stop trying to find excuses or ways around the issue. It's a no. All right. Okay, you're begging and it's not cute. All right. When you start begging, it's not cute. So here's a better response. All right. Recognize it's a craving. Actually be self-aware. Recognize, okay, I'm having these feelings. Okay, why am I having it? Right? It's a craving right now. You want it right now, but it's not a connection. Okay, you have to ride the wave. You have to be able to go with the flow. You have to be able to be like, you know what? I know it ain't best for me right now, but I'm gonna stay strong. I'm gonna stay true. I'm gonna allow myself to flow. Okay. Now here are 3 quick things. Okay, what to do and why this works. Okay, I've already kind of gave examples of how this is going to work, but quickly, 3 main things are going to work and why. Number 1, create structure. Okay, because your life has been dysregulated. Let's regulate it again. Okay, set specific rules, honor them, and stay consistent with small tasks. Don't have to make it big. Be committed and be consistent, and you will be successful. Whoa, not English there. Be committed, be consistent, and you will equal success. Okay. Don't check their profiles. That's your rule. I'm not checking their socials. I won't respond to any messages. I've got to focus on me now. This gives your brain a clear path and a lane to run in, and it will honor that when you are respecting the boundaries. Boundaries are not a prison, they are for your protection. Number 2, replace and fix. When the urge hits, do something with your body. Okay? Gym, walk, cold shower, I don't care, cook, do something, move, because your body's being overwhelmed because it's stuck in paralyzation. Stop, move, go for a run, sweat out what you're feeling right now. Okay, transfer that anxious energy elsewhere. Okay, being positive with the way that you're moving. Movement equals momentum. So when you're moving, you're gaining some momentum in the direction and the path that you actually want to go in. Number 3, I always say, is keep a journal. Okay, you need to be able to write how you feel to release some of the stress that you're feeling already. Okay, it gives you a perspective over time. When you look back at it, you're like, damn, that was me. I was talking like that. God, and then then you're able to notice the growth and the distance that you've actually come. I know it's tough, but you're going to notice it. Okay. So emotionally and mentally, you're going to see that shift. All right. Now, I know that no contact is not easy, but it's necessary. It's all about you. And I know that you miss them. I know you feel for them. I know you want them back. But I want you to understand if you haven't done the work, you haven't changed, what are you going back for? It's about you. Stop making it about them. You're not going to die. You're going to be okay. I promise you. And when you get past this, you're going to thank me and we're going to celebrate. All right. And when you thank me, send me a little sign. You know what I'm saying to you? You feel me? I'm playing with you. But listen, let me ask you this. Have you changed? If you have not, then and you're still reacting the same way, then there's still more we need to do. Okay, I want to see you have a different result. So in this aspect, if this episode has hit you hard and you're feeling that you're like, you know what, you've spoken truth. That's what I'm going through right now. I'm struggling. I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to get to that place. Then listen, book a one-to-one coaching session with me. The link is in the description box below. All right. Don't let the clarity slip. Don't let the power slip. Don't let your confidence slip. Don't let you lose you before you now want to reach out to me. You already start, you know what I'm saying to you? Let's get a grip of life. Let's take it by the ball of the horns. Reach out for one-to-one. Until then, like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of the uploads. We appreciate you. Stay locked and stay loaded. And don't forget, listen, we out here to expose the game, baby.